What's up, fam? So, another episode of these extra bonus little conversations we've been having lately. Sometimes they're back to back, sometimes a little more sporadic, and that's pretty cool for me. These are more of a personable one. This is actually coming from after a podcast I just did, and God reminded me about this quote that I had seen, and it says, "You can't grow with people that don't like how growth looks on you." I'll say that one more time. You can't grow with people who don't like how growth looks on you. And you might be thinking, Rods, what does that even mean? There are people in your life that don't want to see you succeed, that don't want to see you break out of the box, don't want to see you just elevate and grow because they don't like how growth looks on you. Why? Because they're so into their own box. They're so into their own thing. They're so into safe and secure, that when you start doing things outside the norm, quote unquote, when you start doing things that are breaking the mold, that are just taking the risks that other people don't want to take, that you're going after the big fish, you're going after those big prizes, they find that uncomfortable because they might not have the faith or the courage or the boldness to get after that. But hey, don't take that as something bad. That does not make you, like a rebel or anything like that. No, that makes you a pioneer. That makes you just a wild one. Like, there's a book by Nate Johnson, phenomenal book. I highly recommend it. I'll try to put it down in the description. If not, I'll try to put like a picture of it right here if I can, if I find a good one. But it's called about the wild ones, and how the wild ones are ones that break out and don't live by the norms. Free promo to you guys, by the way. But the book was amazing, which then tied up to this quote, because think about it, right? When the quote says, people don't want to see you grow, they don't like how the way growth looks on you, right? That it can suck sometimes, because there might be someone that you grew up with. It might be someone that, you've been super cool friends with. And now, because now, you've gone past what they thought was possible. Maybe you guys grew up in the same neighborhood and everyone's like, oh, everyone does a pretty simple job and just, everyone's like the basic and just get by enough. And you're like, well, no, I don't want that. I want more. I want big stuff. I want, to own a home. I want to own a big land. I want to own a very profitable business. And they're like, well, no, hold on, just keep going, keep staying here. And like that sucks, because you're like, well, you don't want to see me grow. Like, you were cool with me when we were leveled out, but now that I want to go and move forward, like, why don't you just come with me? Like, let's do this together, right? 2 is better than 1. But people don't like that. And I heard this analogy one time, and it's always stuck in my head. If you take like a bucket, right, you put a bunch of crabs in it, and you don't put a lid, the crabs won't get out. Why? Because when one crab tries to leave, the other crab pulls it down. And if you think about it, with the bucket open, they could all just, if they help each other, they can all just get out. But the crabs have the mentality of like, well, no, if I can't get out, you can't get out either. So when the quote says, you can't grow with people that don't like how growth looks on you, that's the part that can kind of affect you, like a little bit, like, it's kind of rough, this kind of sucks a little bit. But that's fine, because it's better to go through that pain and that process early, and like, you know what, oh, you're not with me, that's fine, get out of my way. You don't have time to waste. You don't have time to go and just be there like, well, maybe I can drag you along. You don't want to drag someone along. Obviously, we want to elevate each other. But if they're draining from you, right, they're not adding to you, you got to cut that out. You got to cut that loose, because those are the things that get in the way. Those are the things that then weigh you down, which, like a crab, just pulls you down, and doesn't elevate you and get you even better. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to have that crab mentality that just, doesn't allow for growth. That's, again, it's probably going to be a short one today, because that's pretty much all I wanted to say, is that we need to think about growth. We need to think about going to that next step. And if people aren't with you with that, that's fine. Like, God didn't give them the vision. He gave you the vision. So get after it. Right? I'll say that again. If people don't believe in your vision and aren't supporting you in your vision, that's okay. God gave you the vision for a reason. He wants you to go execute it. So those people that don't want to see you grow, that don't like how growth looks on you, sometimes you just gotta cut them out and move forward. Leave that anchor in the sand and keep moving forward for the victory. Yeah, That's what you have to go after. You have to go and just push hard and just get after it and stay hungry for it and just get after all the things that God has for you, because there's so many things ready for you to go. There's so many things ready for you to just to advance in, that God's saying, hey, like, this is all here for you. Go out and take it, right? I've already given you this land. Go out and possess it. Go out and take this land that I've already given to you, right? It says that in Deuteronomy. Right? It also says in Joshua, like, be cold and, be bold and courageous. Like, go take the land. That's a kind of mentality. It's kind of warrior spirit. We have to go after it and just push forward. Yeah. I love you guys. This is definitely the one that I'm still riding off from the podcast, riding off like the flow from that podcast, because the last one, which you'll stay tuned for that one, is coming up very soon. That we definitely have to focus on what God's given us and use it for, use the talents He's given us, use the activity, the abilities that He's given us for His glory, because He gave it to you for a reason. He gave it to you to execute, to push forward, just get after it. Yeah. So I'll leave you with those two quotes, right? Because those are, for me, ones that really stuck hard, into my heart. And it definitely was just one that it got me dead in the chest. I'm like, wow, okay, God. So you got a pen and paper? You ready? Yeah? You sure? Okay, let's get after it. So remember, these are two quotes. You can't grow with people that don't like how growth looks on you. And God gave you the vision. And if people don't understand that, that's fine. He gave you the vision, so go execute. Keep pushing forward. Keep getting after it. Stay hungry, stay active, and keep going for all the wins. Because God's already given it to you. Time to go out and possess it. Yeah? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these talks. I love y'all. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are just getting after it, staying hungry. Just do such amazing things. Like, I love seeing it in the comments. I love seeing it on Instagram. I love seeing the messages you guys are seeing. I met some of you guys in person, and it's cool to see. It's cool to just to witness you guys just achieving all the things and just getting just infused with the power and the authority that God's given each and every one of us. Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these talks. I love y'all. Have an amazing night, an amazing day, amazing week, and amazing end of the year. Yeah? Stay safe, and as always, make it the best day ever.